Breaking news for you this afternoon. 2 children are among the injured in a crash involving an SUV in Bedford County. This happened just about an hour ago on Highway 41 South at Normandy Road in Bedford County. Witnesses said the SUV was trying to pass another car when it lost control and flipped. The force of the crash threw a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old from the car. Lifeline picked up several of the passengers, including the children, and rushed them to the hospital. We will pass along more information just as soon as we get it. A gun shop owner is sifting through what's left of his Laverne store after a Christmas morning fire, and it looks like someone meant for it to burn. It happened at Specialty Arms 2 on Old Nashville Highway. The fire broke out around 2 o'clock yesterday morning. The guns and ammo inside made it tough for firefighters, and this afternoon there isn't much of the store to save. The owner had the business for more than 30 years.
Why? What did I do?
The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms will investigate. So too will Laverne Police. Call them if you saw anything suspicious Christmas morning. It's hard to believe it when you see the video, but a Tennessee pilot only has minor injuries after a crash this morning. This happened in South Knoxville. The pilot told deputies his engine shut down after taking off from a private airstrip. The plane crashed nose first into a field. The pilot wound up at UT Medical Center with head injuries. Well, kicking those New Year's resolutions into gear isn't always easy, especially when it's cold outside. Studies show that January is when people usually work out the least, even with those goals in mind. Tonight, a Clarksville woman has a warning for anyone either selling or looking to rent a home. She says her identity was taken as scammers tried to put her property up for rent. Channel 4's Forrest Sanders has the story all new at 4:30.
Channel 4 News.
Now, Harrington says one of the red flags in the listings put out by the scammer was that they never asked their potential renters for a social security number or for a credit check. Crews have now demolished a house where 5 people died in a fire on Christmas morning. Inspectors in Connecticut ordered the $1.7 million home torn down because it was unsafe from all of the damage. Neighbors say they heard screaming early Christmas morning but could only watch as flames tore through the home. The owner and a man made it out, but 3 children and their grandparents died inside. Today, the neighborhood is having a very tough time with the tragedy.
Whether they're young or older, it's the most difficult thing you could do.
The fire was the town's deadliest since 1987. Police finished interviewing witnesses and the survivors today, but they are not saying much else about the investigation. Well, hard to believe it, but we will be ringing in the new year at the end of this week. But it's also a time to look back at some of the stories that shaped Middle Tennessee in the past 12 months. We wanted to know what you thought should be remembered as the top story this year. There's a poll going on our website right now. Here are the results so far. 42% of you say the disappearance of Holly Bobo was the top story of 2011. 15% say the mosque controversy in Murfreesboro, and 5% voted for the protests from Occupy Nashville. There is still time for you to weigh in on the news page at WSMV.com. Just click News. Vanderbilt's football team is in Memphis this afternoon. The Commodores are getting set for their second bowl game in the last 3 seasons. Vandy is playing Saturday in the Liberty Bowl against the Cincinnati Bearcats. The team is staying at the Peabody Hotel and will spend some of its non-football hours visiting kids at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. They will also attend a Memphis Grizzlies game. Meantime, Nashville is getting ready for its own bowl game this week. Mississippi State will play Wake Forest Friday in the Music City Bowl. So you can expect to see some Bulldog Crimson and also Demon Deacon Gold around town this week. The Music City Bowl has been around since 1998. Still ahead for you on Channel 4 News this afternoon, it was a year for the record books. Deadly storms, endless snow, and soaking rain. We will take you back to some of the year's worst weather. And a bit later, you may have seen him downtown, a man who's been shining shoes for decades and has the stories to prove it. That's coming up for you on Bulger's Beat. And as we take you to break, a live look at Nashville West, packed parking lots as folks take advantage of those post-Christmas sales. We'll be right back.